Hey Mama, welcome to our online community. This class is designed for you to practice throughout your trimester too. And now more than ever, I really invite you to listen to your body. As your baba starts to grow, it's really important that you honor your body and how you're feeling in the moment. And just to really take your time. And if something doesn't feel good throughout our practice today, then just take a moment to ground, to be comfortable in whatever position feels comfortable for you, and find your breath before joining us back in class when you're ready. But to begin, we're going to find a comfortable standing position. So I'm just going to start facing forward for the moment so you can see me. But when you're ready, coming into a standing position on your mat, we're just going to gently close down the eyes. And I invite you to place the hands onto the belly, or to simply let the arms rest beside the body. And as you begin to close down the eyes and relax the body, take a moment to have a deep breath in through the nose, slow breath out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Then when you're ready, just returning to the natural breath. And as you rest here with the eyes closed, maybe you begin to notice the weight of the body shifting throughout the feet, backwards and forwards. Maybe you begin to notice how your balance has changed since your beautiful belly has begun to grow. But then I invite you to draw your awareness down towards the feet. Spread the toes wide if you need the stance a little wider or a little closer together, just finding that position where you can be comfortable. But as you spread the toes wide, try to lengthen up through the spine, starting from the heels of the feet. We lengthen through the legs. We draw taller through the lower back, all the way up to the neck, drawing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And as you feel yourself grow taller, take another deep breath when you're ready. Then slowly shifting your awareness towards the palms of the hands. Maybe you notice how they relax if they're resting beside the body. Or maybe you begin to feel your belly, your baby, the life force within you. But just taking a moment to tune in, to listen, and to slow down. 2 more breaths here. Then when you're ready, slowly draw the hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. And as you connect the palms at the heart, we bow the head forward, taking a moment to set a sankalpa if you wish. Sankalpa being an intention for your practice, or simply an intention for this moment. And if there is any stress, any distraction in the mind or body, taking another deep breath in, and as you exhale, letting it go. Then slowly, when you're ready, blinking the eyes open, drawing the crown of the head up, releasing the hands back to the side of the body, and if you're not already, coming to the front of your mat. So now that our body's beginning to change, we're going to have our feet slightly wider than normal when we stand in Tadasana. The feet slightly externally rotated, and we begin to face forward, lengthening through the spine, Still drawing the crown of the head up to the ceiling and beginning to spread the fingertips wide, finding energy through the body. When you're ready, having a nice deep breath in, we lift up with the arms overhead. As we exhale, reaching for the opposite palm for the opposite elbow. Lengthening through the spine, nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, dropping the torso over to the right side of your mat. So you're coming into a nice little lateral flexion stretch. Feeling the left side of the body open, not coming too deep. Then inhale, back through center. Exhale, swap sides. Notice how that feels through your lower back. Inhale, come back through to center. Exhale, release the hands back through to beside the body. Take a deep breath in, lift the arms up. Exhale, hips gently glide forward, soft back bend. Exhale, deep bend through the knees, fold forward. Allow for the head to be heavy. Soften the breath, and if your belly feels a little squished in between your legs, opening the feet a fraction wider, knowing that you can do this at any time in our practice today. But still keeping that bend through the knees, you may like to shift a little bit of weight from the right foot to the left. And just feel your body shift, creating a little bit of fluidity here. We're here for one more breath. Then when you're ready, come back through to center. Having a nice deep breath in, feet still parallel with one another. We lift up with the arms, deeper bend through the knee, Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift up through the heart, the collarbones opening. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Deep bend through the knees, soften the heart and the head. One more breath. Inhale, chair pose, coming back up. Bend into the knees, and we want to make sure that that weight is shifting back towards the heels of the feet. Inhale, hands draw to the heart center, lifting up with the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Relax the head. One more time. Inhale, lift up with the arms, bend through the knees, shift the weight into the heels. Nice deep breath in, palms connect overhead and draw down to the heart. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Open those feet just a fraction wider with the toes, so we're externally rotating the feet now. And slowly, when you're ready, articulate the spine up vertebrae by vertebrae. Rolling the body up, bringing the head up last. Opening up through the chest and shoulders. Having a nice deep breath in at the top. And out. Drawing the hands back to the belly. And when you're ready, just gently closing down the eyes. Connecting back to your breath. Connecting back to your baby. And to yourself. One more breath here. Then when you're ready, gently opening the eyes. Maybe opening the feet a little wider if your hips are a little tight today. Because we're going to have another nice deep breath in. Send the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, soft bend through the knees as we fold forward. And once we begin to fold forward, resting those fingertips onto the mat, bending the knees as much as you need to do so. Then beginning to deepen the bend through the knees. Soften the hips down in between the heels. So as we come into this Malasana position, this Malasana squat, making sure that we're lifting up through the heart here. Softening those hips down, feel that opening through the chest. One more deep breath. Inhale. Exhale, we separate those palms, fingertips rest back into the mat. Feet now parallel, fold forward. Soft bend through the knees if those hamstrings are a little tight today. One more breath. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs. Hands rest onto the shins. Find that nice flat back. Looking forward slightly, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Hands glide down the legs, then below the shoulders. Feet now externally rotated once again, toes drawing out. Inhale here, exhale, bend back through the knees, open through the hips, Malasana squat. So have a little shuffle to find a position here that feels good for you through the feet. Then try to make sure that we're not rolling the ankles inward. So notice how here my feet and arches are rolling forward. We want to try and avoid that and lift up through the arches of the feet as well as the heart. One more breath. Inhale. Then exhale, hands separate, rest those fingertips into the mat, feet now parallel once again with each other, and soften the head and heart down. When you're ready, slowly articulate the spine up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Shoulders open, chest rises. And you should still be facing towards the front of your mat. So we're going to draw those feet a little bit closer together now. But just to as wide as feels comfortable in your body if you need. Draw the hands to the heart. Deep breath in. Open the mouth. 2 more. Then when you're ready, having another nice deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to step back with our left leg to the back of our mat, opening the hips to the left side of your mat. Feet now externally rotated from one another. Arms draw out to the side as the knees bend. So as we begin to lower our hips, if you need to open the feet a little wider, doing so. Feeling the arms draw out from the shoulders, fingertips spread wide. Tucking the tailbone ever so slightly. One more breath. Inhale, legs rise, arms lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend. 3 more times. Look up. Look forward. I think we have one more. Exhale, bend. Coming into your goddess arm, bending through the elbows. Palms stacking above the elbows. Lift up with the chest. Still bending into the knees, making sure the knees aren't rolling inward, but the hips are opening. One more breath. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend, goddess arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend. 3 more. Look up if you like. Bend forward. Inhale. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, bend nice and deep. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands draw to the hips. Step back to the front of your mat. Nice deep breath. Exhale, release the hands. Close down the eyes. If you like, drawing the hands back to the belly. 3 breaths. One more. Then gently open the eyes. We're going to open those feet just a little wider than the hips. Inhale, draw the hands to the heart center. Exhale, soft bend through the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, step back into your downward dog. So as you plant the hands into the mat, spread the fingertips wide. Allow for the knees to bend. And allow for those feet to be a little wider than the hips so that there's space for the belly here. Feel that softening of the chest towards the thighs, that length through the spine. Inhale here. Exhale, child's pose, knees lower down, toes connect, hips draw back to the heels. And really allowing for the head and chest to relax here. Softening the belly towards the earth. Knowing that you can come to this pose whenever you need in today's practice. One more breath.
Then inhale, reach your arms forward in your child's pose. Then exhale, walk the hands over to the right side of your mat. Now come as far over to the right as you need to feel that stretch through the left side of the torso. Finding that lateral flexion stretch once again. This time in child's pose. But earlier we found that when we were standing, coming into those lateral flexion stretches. One more breath. Then inhale, walk the hands back through to center. Then exhale over to the left. Soften the head and chest down, belly just relaxing in between the legs. And begin to breathe into that stretch on the right side of the body. Last deep breath. Then when you're ready, hands draw forward. Fingertips spread wide. Taking your time to adjust, and we're going to slowly make our way back to our downward dog position. Shift our way up and back. Once again, allowing for the heart to soften in between the legs. Feeling that nice length in between the shoulders and the spine. One more breath. Then when you're ready, slowly drawing that right foot to the outer side of that right palm. We shuffle that left leg back behind the left hip until the leg is lengthened. Nice deep breath in here, then lower that left knee and foot down. So just glancing towards that right knee and heel, we want to try and have them in a line so that the shin is nice and straight in between each joint. Then allowing for the palms to rest below the shoulders. And if it feels a little bit low for you to reach those palms into the mat, you may like to grab a bolster or a pillow to come up a little bit higher with the body. But otherwise, I want you to just tune in to how this stretch feels for you right now. What's happening in your body as you begin to soften the hips forward with an exhale, as you begin to breathe. Not pushing past your edge, remembering that this is a time to listen to your body. Now more than ever, it is a time to honor your needs. So as we stay here for 3 more breaths, making sure that you are honoring those needs in this pose and in this practice. Last deep breath. Then slowly, when you're ready, drawing that right hand to the outer side of that right foot. We're going to place that right foot in between both palms, tuck under with the left leg. Allow for ourselves to prop up into an active lunge position, but you can lower down with that back knee if you need. Inhale, draw the hands to the heart center. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, palms lower. Step back into your downward dog. Fingertips spread wide. Heart drawing between the thighs. One more breath. Then when you're ready, drawing that left foot to the outer side of that left palm. We're going to shuffle back with that right leg behind the right hip. Lower down with the right knee and toes. Then find that alignment with that left leg. Beautiful. So then once again, allowing for those palms to rest below the shoulders once you begin to find that alignment and settle into your pose. Looking down towards the fingertips, finding that length through the back of the neck. Softening the hips forward. Enjoying the next 4 breaths in silence. Last deep breath. Then when you're ready, lifting up with those, tucking under with those right toes, we shuffle that left foot in between the palms, framing that foot. We lift up with the right leg, taking your time to find your balance. Then slowly draw the hands to the heart center. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, palms lower. Step back into your downward dog position, knees still bent, heart drawing to the thighs. Opening those feet as wide as you need to find space for the hips and the belly. One more breath in here, then exhale, child's pose, knees lower, toes connect, and hips draw back to the heels. So once you find that child's pose position, I want you to really focus on softening your chest towards the mat, allowing for the shoulders to create space as the head lowers. And if that means adjusting your arm position, then just doing so to find your comfort. We're here for 3 more breaths. Then when you're ready, slowly begin to press into the fingertips to shift the weight forward into the hands and knees, coming into your tabletop position, palms below the shoulders, knees below the hips. Having a nice deep breath in here, we lift up with the right arm towards the ceiling. Look up to those right fingertips. Then exhale, right arm lowers. Inhale, swapping side, left arm rises. Exhale, left arm lowers. Then when you're ready, drawing those knees and feet together a little closer. We begin to tap under those toes, and we're going to shift our weight back towards the heels. So we're going to come and rest into our toe squat position. So making sure those little pinky toes are also tucked under here. Beginning to feel that nice stretch through the arches of the feet if you're a little bit tight today. But then finding that length through the spine, that softness through the jaw and shoulders. I invite you to close down the eyes. And just begin to notice if the mind's drifting off, if the mind's distracted, and if it is, coming back to the breath. Listening to the body. 2 more breaths. Then when you're ready, slowly shift the weight forward back onto the palms of the hands. Untuck the toes, give them a little tap. Then when you're ready, we're just going to shift our hands slightly further forward, fingertips still spread wide, and tuck the toes back under, downward facing dog. Knees still bent. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Then when you're ready, we're going to slowly draw that right foot in between the palms, back foot parallel with the back of the mat. Preparing to come up into your warrior 2. Open the arms out at shoulder height. Spread the fingertips wide. Deep breath. Look forward. Nice deep breath in, relax the shoulders. 1 more breath. Exhale, rest into the right elbow into the right thigh as we reach that left arm up and over, finding that length through that left side of the body. 1 more deep breath. Then inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, windmill the arms over, step back into your downward dog. If you need a moment in child's pose, taking it as you need. Then when you're ready, having a final breath in your downward dog. Then inhale, draw that left foot in between the palm, back foot parallel with the back of the mat. Getting ready to open the body to the opposite side. Warrior 2, making sure that left knee is in alignment with that big toe. Softening the shoulders. 1 more breath. Exhale, rest left elbow into left thigh. Inhale, reach up and over with the right arm. Once again, feeling that nice stretch through that top side of the body. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, windmill the arms over, step back into your downward dog. 2 more breaths. Then when you're ready, open the knees wide. Toes connect, child's pose. And find that position once again where you can completely surrender in your child's pose. Whatever that looks like for you, to find your comfort. But allow the body to be soft. Allow the breath to slow down. Remembering that when we are pregnant, it is really common to become a little bit breathless when we move our body, as our body tends to heat up a little bit quicker than normal. So really just taking time to re-regulate that breath if you need, to cool down the body. And if the body is feeling a little hot, just breathing out of the mouth, letting that heat go with the out-breath. 3 more breaths in stillness. Then when you're ready, if you need a few more moments here, taking them. Otherwise, we're just going to slowly come up into a seated position of our choice. Finding your comfort. Lengthening through the spine. Closing the eyes down if they aren't already. And just slowly drawing the hands back to the body or to the belly. Still maintaining that soft breath. And once again, just noticing the prana and life force within you. Feeling gratitude for this breath. Feeling gratitude for this body. And taking a moment to let yourself feel gratitude for anything else that rests in your heart. And slowly draw the hands back to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Prayer position. Bowing the head forward, surrendering the ego that remains. And just thanking yourself for moving your body today, but in particular for honoring your body through this movement. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today, beautiful mama. I know everything feels a little different and new, particularly if this is your first pregnancy like mine. So I think it's really beautiful for us just to be able to tune in, even just for a shorter practice, to move our body and listen to our breath. And I'd love sharing it with you. Thank you.